Elastic Beanstalk's been around for a while, but it's still popular on the exam, so we're going to cover it here. It's really just an orchestration service, and it makes deploying applications dead simple. And it supports a wide range of platforms from Docker to PHP, Java, Node.js. Elastic Beanstalk's still about the easiest way that I've ever deployed Docker. All you do is create a Docker run file. It's about maybe 5 lines long. You upload it as your source code. Elastic Beanstalk takes care of everything else. It'll spin up the instances. It'll go out to Docker Hub, for example, download the image, and in about 5 to 10 minutes, you have a container up and running. It supports multiple environments within a given application. So this is really conducive to creating dev, QA, prod, staging, those types of environments. And it's really great for ease of deployment. But if you need more control over your resources like your ELB or your auto-scaling groups, you might want to do it more manually. Now, Elastic Beanstalk comprises several different layers. At the bottom, there's the application layer, and this is the management layer. Now, within the application layer, we can have multiple environments, and these are your instances, your load balancers, auto-scaling groups, and monitoring, and so forth. And then on top of that, we can have different application versions. Now, we can have as many versions as we want. We can decide how to deploy those versions when we need to do an upgrade. The simplest, most straightforward is just doing an all-at-once deployment. And this just means we're going to terminate all the old and spin up all the new. And this is the fastest, but there is downtime involved, and the rollback process is manual. We have a rolling upgrade, which one by one we're going to terminate the old, and as we terminate the old ones, we're going to spin up new ones. We also have rolling with an additional batch, and in essence, we're going to spin up a whole set of new instances before we start taking out the old instances. Then we have the immutable option, in which case we're spinning up a totally separate auto-scaling group with the new version, and we're only going to cut over to that auto-scaling group once everything passes health check. And it does take a pretty long time, but the rollback process is just as simple as terminating the new instances. Then we have our old friend Blue-Green, and there's a special option on Elastic Beanstalk that allows us to swap the URLs and point to the new version. And in that case, if we have problems, we can just swap the URLs back, pointing to the old version.